Hey guys, Chris here. I just figured everybody was asking me to make a video in regards to my experience with Filipinas and what I thought of the culture and my experience also with online dating or, dating a Filipina in real life. Anyways, I just wanted to do a short video and talk a little bit about the pros, so the positives about having a Filipina spouse. The first thing that I wanted to say is that I'm old school. I like, I like it the old way where, the men and women can both work, but I like it how with Filipinas, they're very old fashioned. So they like to do things. They like to cook for you and take care of you and massage you when you come home and things like that. That old tradition, that old generation way of doing things, I believe is in my DNA. So that's one thing that I look for. I believe we're all equal, and but I also believe too that some things men are better at than women, and women are better at things than men. Not in all cases, but in a lot of the cases. So that being said, the first thing I want to mention about Filipinas is how fantastic they can be with taking care of the house, taking care of the cleaning and the chores and cooking for their man and making you feel like a king in your house. That's a huge positive for me. The second thing that I want to talk about is just with the relationships. With any relationship, the most important thing above all is honesty. Because if you have honesty, then you have everything. Then you know everything that's going on. There's no surprises, no tricks. And most of the time, sometimes honesty hurts. But if you guys are honest with each other, what tends to happen is there's no lies. There's no deceit, no cheating. It really helps. And not all Filipinas are honest and not all Canadian men are honest. That's not how it works. But if you start a relationship with honesty, that does go a long way. So that's the second thing that I want to point out is that they're simple women. They like to keep things simple. And if you start the right way, normally you'll finish the right way. So that's the second thing. And just please bear in mind with me that I don't have anything written out. I don't have a script. I'm just kind of talking. And that's, I think, where I'm at my best is if I just express myself rather than rehearse. So with that being said, please forgive me if I mess up. But so the third thing is just with friendship. With Filipinas and with me, I'm Canadian. I'm Irish descent, but I'm born, Canadian. And I like to goof around. I like to do crazy things, and I like to joke a lot. And I find with Filipinas, most of the time, with Filipinos as well, like with Pinoy as well, men, they tend to have kind of the same sense of humor we have. It's very easy to get along with each other. If you go to a Filipino party, you don't have a lot of fights. You don't have a lot of arguments. Most of the time, it's actually a lot of laughs, and it's good time, good family time. The fourth thing that I like is that this doesn't always work out the best, but is how, automatically Filipinos, you're their uncle or their auntie. And with that being said, again, there's some bad things that can go along with that. Before you know somebody, you shouldn't welcome them into your family because they could tear that family apart. But as a friendship base, it does make you feel like a brother, like a sister automatically. So it can be very welcoming at times where that's definitely a positive, especially from my end. Where I come from, somebody new walks in the room, there's a lot of eyes on you and not necessarily judgment, but you got to prove your worth before you're allowed into the wolf pack, And with Filipinos, that's not really the case. I'm Tito Chris right away. So with that aspect, again, there's negatives to that, but for the most part, the positive is pretty cool to be welcome like that. And the last thing I'll leave you on, a fifth thing, because I'm just going You know, like I said, I don't have a script, so I'm just saying as I go along, and I don't want to try to have to think about more things for the time being. But the fifth thing is that they're very family orientated, and with that respect, what I mean is you know, they like to have big families. So if you want to have lots of kids, Filipinas definitely are cool with that for the most part. And most of the time, the families take care of each other, you know, which is very cool, because in my society, in the Canadian society, we have a very big lack for family values. And it's not because we're not morally responsible, it's because Western culture actually has made it so that family homes are very broken. You know, Western homes are they're fatherless, or the children grow up and move and don't come back. Like, it's, you know, it's sad to say, but that's reality. It's calling a spade a spade. So with that respect, with Filipinos, the family is very orientated. Most of the time, the children are very close to their parents. They're always around, and they have big families, and that's cool. So anyways, thanks for listening. I hope I did good on my first video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll be making more videos. I might rehearse a little bit on the next ones, just so that I have more of an idea of what I'm going to say. But again, sometimes I do my best talking is when I just kind of wing it. So everybody have a great night, and talk to you later. Thank you for watching. If you like what I said, or if you have anything to comment, please comment on the video. Feel free, don't be shy. And if you want, share it. It's, you know, up to you. Okay, thanks a lot, and see you guys later. Have a good night.